All right. Good morning. Good morning. I'm live and direct early in the AM. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is early in the morning. I bet you didn't think that I was going to be coming on this early. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, I'm trying to catch the early birds. They say the early bird gets the worm. What's up, Jay? Oh man, Jay, you still ain't update me. Come on now. Come on, Jay. I was gonna text you, but I was like, he making too much money. He ain't wanna update me. Still waiting on that update. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. So this is an impromptu live stream. I'm gonna start doing more of these because listen, you guys are coming out to them, so I think it's kind of fun. I'm having fun with them. But since I am live, yeah, let's go. You ain't even want to call. You ain't even want to just shoot me a text message, man. Come on, man. Just a little text message, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, Jay. That's crazy. You didn't even want to shoot me a text message and say, "Yo, I'm doing." You know what? I'm gonna send you a strongly worded text message. How about that? Not, you know what? I'm gonna call you out in the group. I'm gonna call you out in the group because that's not even nice. This guy had his biggest day ever. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call you out. TR, no, these are not pre-recorded. I am a real person. It's really well, you can't really see well, because my watch is dead. Um, I guess let me charge it up. See, if this was pre-recorded, I would have this all charged up. uh, I mean, so my phone, so you can really see the time is 7:30. Yeah, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. It is really 7:30. Good morning. Good morning, TR. So this is not pre-recorded. Man, I wish I had that ability. Um, yeah, man. Listen, I gotta. So I've been saying I was gonna buy this software so that I could do better live streams. But that's the other reason why I'm trying to go live more often, just to see if it's really just my service. Because I go live through a YouTube app, so I'm just trying to before I make that purchase. But no, this is not pre-recorded. So TR says, I did some research in your market. Forget about the Tesla and get you a double XL vehicle, even if it's older. Me, um, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right, TR. Our market is really big on XL and the Suburbans. But see, TR, my strategy isn't just rideshare. That's what I don't, that's what I kind of hint at a lot of times. I'm not just doing ride share. I'm doing cargo stuff and all of that. So the deliveries is where the money is at for me. Um, and getting that big of a vehicle, yeah, it would help. But to do the type of deliveries that I want to do and do them at the clip that I want to do it at, I'm gonna go through a lot more maintenance. A lot more maintenance. Yeah, a lot more maintenance. And that's the key. You want to keep your profits. I know y'all talk about like depreciation and taxes and all of that stuff, but I'm just talking about in the basic sense of maintenance. You want to keep your profits. Um, so yeah, with the bigger vehicles, especially an older vehicle, yeah, it's not. I'm gonna have a ton more maintenance, which is fine if I didn't know about a Tesla, because I mean I would be used to it. But it's just when you get a Tesla, it's like like TR. I put 80, no, 90,000 miles on this vehicle, and the whole thing that I've done is change out the tires. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like the only thing that I've done is change out the tires. And realistically, I had to change out the tires because of nails. So I don't even know how long the tires would have lasted. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So official lords, hello, hello to you. What's up? What's up? Um, yeah, I almost called out JJ, so y'all don't mind me. The video started off was almost about to start off as a call out because JJ's making money and JJ don't want to tell nobody. Just went ghost. They go he and JJ went ghost and then got the nerve to say, "Hello guys, what have you been the last couple days?" They gonna talk about, yeah, I got one, I got. JJ's funny. JJ's funny, man. What's up, Craig? Way out from England? Dang, bro. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, sir. Whoa, TR, you're in Denver? Oh my gosh. Huh. Oh man. No, no, you got a point. You got a point. Like I said, you got a point. It's just you're absolutely right. I'm not disputing what you're saying. I'm not saying like you're wrong or like it's a bad thing to have an XL vehicle. I'm just saying that right now at this point in my life, I just prefer a Tesla. Like, yeah, I just it's like okay, it's a hard thing to describe. Like once you get used to all of the conveniences of a Tesla, it's really hard to just go back. Does that make sense? Like, not saying like, Tesla got a grip on me or Elon's like, hey, no, no, no. You need to buy, not like that, but it's just different, man. It's different. That's all I can say. It's really different. Really different. Once you're used to it, once you get used to it, like I have been, um, I've been doing this. I've been in a Tesla in some form of fashion for at least the last 2 years. I started off with the Hertz program, the rental car program, and then rent and with drive whip, and what I'm saying? So like it's just once you get used to it, it's hard to go back. Like not even saying that gas is crazy expensive right now, but like right now, I'm charging up. This is just a small example. I'm charging up. I'm probably gonna pay $5, $6 for this charge, which is kind of like yeah, that's cheap. That's cheap. Then I go back to gas and I'm getting like a 30, even like a $30, $40 gas tank. It's gonna be jarring. It's like, yeah. And then you talk about an XL vehicle, so the gas is probably like $50. Yeah. Or the first time I go to, I go to one of these places to get the I can't even say my words. The first time, so TR, the first time I go to get my oil change, huh? It's gonna be what? How much? Oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just not used to it anymore. So, it's about preferences. That's all. But you're absolutely right, TR. You're absolutely right. That's great advice. That's great advice. Not gonna lie to you. My market is really big on XL vehicles. If you go to our lots or you see what the vehicles are around us, a lot of times it's SUVs. It's SUVs, XL, a lot of people have the RAV4s, a lot of people have the CRVs, the Pilot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. And then of course we have nothing but black trucks. So Suburbans, the Yukons, they're everywhere, especially when it's money to be made. So you're absolutely right. It's just I'm not trying to go down that path. I don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't what I want to do. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm just kind of talking to the chat. Uh, uh, yeah, I haven't really. I'm not really talking about anything. I'm just saying good morning. I am saying that JJ, if you scroll up in the comments, JJ has been ghost for the last 3 days. You would be surprised because it's almost like today ain't Wednesday. So we talked to JJ on Sunday. So that's Monday, that's Tuesday, and then now JJ want to come back and say hello. It's been like he just these last couple days. Like, and I was gonna text him, I was gonna call him out, but it's just funny. So shout out to JJ. And yeah, I just been really talking to TR. So TR made the statement of my market is an XL market, which it is. So we have a ton of clubs down here. You know, we got Club Space, we got Club 11, we got a bunch of clubs in Wynwood. I'm naming places. If you know Miami, Wynwood is the party spot. We got South Beach. Where a ton of people like XLs. You're right. And I was just telling them that my preference, once you get used to driving a Tesla, it's hard to go to another vehicle because it's just different. It's just different. And you just get used to the conveniences of the Tesla, and that's. So that catches you guys up. Swepty, good morning. Good morning. What's up? What's up? Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I don't know if you can't really tell my weather, but that's my weather right now. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. So thank you. I am having a good day. How about yourself? How's everybody doing? Are you having a good day? You guys know whenever I do the live stream, I'm gonna do it one last time. This right here means I'm having an amazing day. And I actually just woke up. So this right here means I'm having an amazing day. How about you? How's everybody doing? So yeah, I just wanted to jump on the live. I just kind of wanted to jump on the live and just talk real quick. Early bird gets the worm. Um, just kind of talk about the best schedule for an Uber driver. Just kind of going over these topics, man. So obviously, I've done videos on this topic, but I kind of want to start doing live streams on a lot of the videos that I've made. Well, a lot of these topics in that sense, we can have a little back and forth, um, because it's obviously one sided. so, uh, so yeah, that's what I'll do. It helps me to go live more. Um, So yeah, the live will be spontaneous. I get it. So if you miss it or whatever, just catch it on the replay. Um, but yeah, if you can catch it, obviously check in. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna start doing more lives on those previous topics. So just to kind of see if you got any statements, comments, concerns. So like honestly, I could have did this live. I could have changed the title and started talking about vehicles. What's the best vehicle for an Uber driver? With how that conversation started off. But then y'all be like, I'm clickbaiting because I changed the title and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning. So good morning for me. Well, not early, early. It's 7:42 in my market right now. Um, Here in sunny South Florida. Um, Yeah, I am coming all the way from South Florida. All the way from South Florida. So, but yeah, man. So how I look at it is the best schedule is the one where you make the most money. I mean, that's kind of easy, right? That's self-explanatory. But you guys come here to know what the best schedule is. So, my personal schedule, I just kind of tell you guys what I've learned, at least during our busy season, is I don't like to work 12 hours straight, 10, 8, 10, 12 hours straight, personally. I don't like to work 10 hours straight. That's just, whatever. Because what I've found, the middle of the day, the evening, I mean, the afternoon time, so between 11 and like 5 o'clock is a slower time for rideshare. Usually that time is a time where people are going to lunch. They're at work. They're kind of chilling. They're not really going places. That's what I usually do. You get some rides? Yeah. You go to the right places? Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm just saying, overall, it's a slower time for me in my market. So for me, I break my day up into two parts. So I obviously work the early morning shift and then I work the late evening shift. I don't really work the late evening shift as much. I try to get more of my money in the morning shift because I'm a morning person. So I do wake up. Personally, I do start the apps. I start my shift every morning at about 5:30 in the morning. So this is kind of sort of late for me. As you can see, I'm charging. I did a couple rides this morning, but you know, I wanted to top off my car, as a lot of people say. I wanted to get back to 100%. So while the charging is still cheap. So how I'm saying, this is just slightly different. When you have a gas car, you try to find the cheapest gas station. Oh, the one on Military is cheaper than the one on Okeechobee, Or oh, the one by the airport is super expensive, so I don't go to that one. I go to the Chevron over here on 7th Avenue. You kind of know it off the top of your head. With us charging, it's not about which one you go to in that sense. It's about what time you go to it. So with us charging, it's like you got to go in early in the morning. Early in the morning is always the cheapest charge compared to early in the evening. I mean, not early in the evening, later in the evening. Later in the evening is crazy, At that point, yeah, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. It's okay, It's definitely okay. It's just, it's almost apples to oranges is what I'm saying. So, so because I break my shift up into those two parts, I get a chance to kind of experience both. And so for me, the one that's most consistent is the morning shift. I love the morning shift. Especially that's why I get up so early because if I'm getting up that early, right? I'm getting up at 5:30, you know. At that time there's no traffic. Let me just tell you, there's no traffic. No traffic. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. In Miami, there is traffic. But for normal places, it's no traffic. Yeah, you can get up 4 o'clock in the morning and you go out there, you get on I-95, and it's like, yo, why are we bumper to bumper? Because of an accident. Yeah, so when I say that, I am specifically talking about everywhere but Miami. When I work Miami, I just have to understand that traffic is traffic and it can happen anywhere. It can happen at any time. There's no rush hour. Yeah, there is a rush hour, but like if you work Miami, if you live in Miami, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All it takes is an accident. Overnight, they do construction. So you just got like all of these landmines. So you might wake up and be like, yo, I'm just getting here. And it's like, what? How are we bumper to bumper at 3 o'clock in the morning? That don't make sense. Oh, it makes a lot of sense because it's Miami. It makes a lot of sense. So yeah, yeah. So I prefer the morning shift because usually it's less. It's almost no traffic. I'll say it like that. So when you get up in the morning, obviously the types of people that you're getting is a little bit different. The types of people in the morning, they just want to go. Hey, listen, get me to work. No problem. And if you want to speed on it, hey, cool, cool, get me to work. It's kind of the mentality. Or, you get the people that's like, hey, get me to school. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Just get me to school. That's all I want to do. You're getting people that are busy in that sense. You're getting busy people that are ready to start their day. They ain't really, in other words, you're not getting those passengers that's like nitpicking about the AC, nitpicking about the radio station, nitpicking about the route that you drive. It's like y'all know you get those passengers that it's like, bro, I think you should drive yourself. Like, cause you like trying to dictate everything. Like, just get out. Just get out and drive yourself. That'll be better for you. All of these damn because you trying to tell me what to do, you trying to tell me where to go. Nah. Like, obviously, when it's reasonable, like, if I'm going away, you know that this road is closed, they just closed the road, you like, okay, that makes sense, but turn left here, turn right there. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, just because it's familiar with you, man, get out of here. I mean, of course, I appease my customers. I'm just saying, in my mind, I'm thinking that. But the morning shift, that's what you're getting in the morning. You're getting the people that are they're going to their activities of the day. So that's work, that's school, a job site. I mean, I guess that's still work. They're going to start, they're basically trying to start their day. So they're a little bit less annoying. Again, I'm being very direct, but that's what it is. They're a little bit less annoying. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing as a driver. Now, on the flip side, like I said, for me and my market, the afternoon shift is where you're going to get a ton of short rides. So a lot of you guys, you'll be like, oh, I'm seeing nothing but $3 and $4 rides. For me, that's the afternoon shift. The afternoon shift between 11 and what, 5 is where you get a ton of those short rides. I get a ton of them. When I say a ton of them, like all of my offers would be like $3, $4, $3, $4. And again, this is what we say. You got to ask yourself, okay, if that's all you getting. What type of customer are you getting at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of customer are you picking up at that point? Like, I'm not trying to make this a super deep thing or nothing like that. But it's just like what we do is we are, whether you believe it or not, you are being paid. You are a professional driver. Professional driver. So that means you're being paid to take this person from point A to point B. Professional just means that you're paid. No, professional has a certain type of connotation, but let's just keep it normal, okay? Professional in the basic sense means that you're being paid to do a task. So I was a professional fixer when I was fixing phones and screens and stuff like that. I've been a professional. I mean, I was a professional artist when I got paid for my songs. You get what I'm saying? Like I get paid whatever you've gotten paid professionally for. Whether it's through your job, it's just through somebody, just paying you, hey, listen, hey, here's $20. That's professional because you're not just an average citizen in that situation. You're being paid for your services. You're rendering services and you're being paid for those services rendered. No, I'm using these specific terms because, y'all come from me in the comments. So you got to think about your customer in all of these situations. I just ask that you think about your customer. So at 11 to 5, 11, yeah, really about 11 to 5, 11 to 5 p.m. If you can remember what you were doing usually, all right, so my audience is more so Uber drivers, but a lot of y'all have jobs, a lot of y'all have different types of situations. What are you doing between 11 to 5? 11 to 5. It's just a rhetorical question. What are you guys doing between 11 and 5? Generally, in your previous job, at your previous life, or whatever, or maybe your life now. What are you guys usually doing? You're chilling. You're chilling. You're finishing up your day of work. If you're going to lunch, you're going to lunch real quick, but you're not really going far. You're not really going nowhere. Like you really like that's like the ending of your day. You're trying to get through it. You're just chugging along. You know what I'm saying? These are all things that happen usually for the average person. I know some of y'all got different types of schedules. I'm just saying if we talking about the basic 9 to 5 person, 8 to 4, if that's your schedule, usually between 11 and 5, that is you winding down, or that is you finishing up your day. In other words, wherever you are, you're staying put. You're not trying to drive nowhere. Or if you do, it's like a real quick round the corner, down the street, all right, right over there. You know what I'm saying? So just to kind of wrap it up in that sense. Okay, so a lot of y'all say you get nothing but $3 and $4 rides. Can you guess why? Can you guess why you're getting $3 and $4 rides between 11 and 5? Because people ain't really trying to go nowhere. Where they go? You know what I'm saying? If they, especially if they at work, they're trying to go nowhere. You're not trying to go to the mall in the middle of the day. You get what I'm saying? So it just makes this is like just slight thinking. So for me, the slowest time of my day, the slowest time of my shift is usually that afternoon shift. So I like the mornings. I like to work in the mornings. I like to work the mornings because there's no traffic. Make a lot of money in the mornings. I'm just breezing around. La, 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 la. But I'm a morning person. Now the other on the flip side is the evening shift. Do you make money in the evening shift? Yes. But you deal with a different type of customer because they turned up. They turned up. The customer in the evening, you get two customers. You get the customer that doesn't want to talk to you, and it's just like, "Ugh." Like, did you just growl at me now? Ugh. All right, well, okay, I'll just be quiet up here. Or you get the customer that's like gonna take everything out on you. Those are the two types of customers in the evening. And the customer that's gonna take everything out on you is usually the annoying one, the picky one. It's like, yo, I don't know who peed in your Cheerios, but it wasn't me. You don't gotta do me like that. I don't know what's going on in your life, but my job is just to take you from point A to point B. Got nothing to do with that. But y'all know, people take stuff out on us all the time. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. People do it all the time. Accounting Tom. Hey, what's up, What's up, bro? So as you can see, I'm messing up my words. Maybe it's because I haven't really drunk my coffee. Yeah, it's still early. It's still early for me. Started the day at 5:30, and maybe I'm still kind of getting acclimated. But what's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, that evening shift, you're getting a different type of customer. And again, what do most people do in the evening? Again, this is all I'm asking y'all. I'm just asking y'all to think. 'Cause I get a lot of comments. Oh, all I'm seeing is $2 offers. I'm getting $2 offers. They're just giving me $2. Now, Lyft is a different conversation. Lyft Basic, I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you about Lyft Basic because I don't know. I don't know. Lyft Basic is just a struggle. But in my market, Uber is the overall moneymaker. That's why if you see my videos, if you've seen like the stuff that I posted, or you talk to me, I'm usually talking about Uber because Uber is my primary moneymaker. So if you make money on Lyft, again, I can't talk to you about Lyft. I don't really know. The Lyft, the reason why I'm saying that is because Lyft for me sends out really horrible rides in the sense of those $3, $4 rides. And I don't see anything else. So in that case, I agree with everybody else. Just whatever. But yeah, but that's Lyft Basic. So I can't talk about Lyft. But I can damn sure tell you on Uber in the evening, what were you doing in your evening? Usually. Evening time is usually where you're gonna go to the grocery store. The evening time is usually where you're gonna go out to dinner with your significant other. Evening time is usually where you're going out to parties. Evening time is usually where you're going other places, like going from city to city. So that's why the evening time is a profitable time. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going places. You just got off of work, especially if it's Friday, you just got paid. So evening time is like, listen, I need to go cash this check if you still get checks. I mean, I guess that's kind of like, you got to get with the times in that case, but whatever, different strokes for different folks. All of my money was direct deposited, but there was a time where I used to have to go to the bank and cash the check. Um, like I said, ain't no judgment here. Listen, I used to have to go to Chase and get that check cash. Whatever bank my job used to use, I think one time it was Chase, one time it was one time it was Bank of America. Y'all know you got to go to the bank of the your job so that you get that money fast so that they can cash it right there and then. Ain't no delay. Listen, when I'm in this line, I show my ID, give me my money. That, I was getting a phone call. But yeah, man, when you when it's time to cash that check, it's like, hey, listen, man, I want it as fast as possible. So you go to the actual bank of the company that you work for, whatever bank they bank with. That's where I'm going to cash this check because I need it expeditiously. When I'm in this line, I need my money expeditiously. So, I get it that, my audience caters to Uber drivers. I get it that you just want to turn on the app and just do whatever you want to do. I hope all you seeing from this conversation is that if you just put a little bit of, you'll make a little bit more money. Just a little bit of thought into what you would normally do. I ain't even saying trying to, what would you normally do in the evening? You normally gonna go places. You normally gonna be like, if you needed to go a far distance, when would you normally do it? You gonna do it in the morning or are you gonna do it in the evening? Those are the times that, if you were going to do it, when would you do it? Would you do it in the afternoon? Probably not. It was either you was doing it in the morning to go to work, like you work, or you gonna do it in the evening because you trying to party, or you trying to go eat somewhere, you trying to hang out somewhere, you trying to chill out with friends or family, or you know what I'm saying? It was usually in the evening once you got done with your work shift. So this is why people say that the evening shift is better than the morning shift. For me, I think they both are awesome. But that's why I don't limit myself to just the morning. That's why I do a split shift. I take out the middle part of the day because the middle part of the day I feel like is short rides, and I ain't really trying to do short rides. Y'all know my strategy. My strategy is I want to do one or two long rides. Listen, if you could pay me $200 for an hour's worth of my time, I mean, obviously round trip. Let's say it's 2 3 hours. If you pay me you pay me $200 for 3 hours worth of my time, I'm golden. That's it. I'm coming home. I'm coming home with a smile. I'm chilling. Yeah, you might have drove a lot of hours. I mean, a lot of hours. Y'all might have drove a lot of miles, but I'm looking at it from the standpoint of if it was 3 hours of my time for $200, man, listen, I'm gone. I'm hitting accept so fast. Like I ain't even think about it. Yeah, yeah. Listen, I could have drove to Orlando. What? $200 for a couple hours of my time? Man, y'all crazy. But that's my strategy. That's my strategy. I like driving like that. I like those long trips. One, because you get in tune with the road. You know what I'm saying? You just in the open air, looking at breathing in the fresh air, fa la la la, fa la la la. You know what I'm saying? I like those long trips. You may not like the long trips. So for you, if you like short trips, then maybe the afternoon shift should be perfect for you. Because I can guarantee you, for that afternoon shift, you could probably do about 20 rides. Guaranteed. You could do about 20 rides. Now they all $3, $4 rides, but I guarantee, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's just what people during that time aren't really going anywhere. Especially if you hit like these work clubs. Y'all know the little plazas of like jobs, plazas of like companies where people are working at. Man, you kill it. You kill it. That's why when I get Quest and I'm actually like trying to go for Quest, I work a different schedule. I'm not taking my normal rides. I'm taking different rides. You know what I'm saying? What all I'm trying to say is it's all about your strategy. This is what I've been telling you guys from day one. All about your strategy. So if you want to make more money, Work on your strategy. It is not. This is not the day and age of I just turn on the app and I'm gonna make $1 million. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, that is no longer the case, especially down here in Miami, where we got 1,500 Uber drivers. Oh, yeah, I'm over here charging, and I'm pretty sure, three of the people in this lot that I'm charging with are Uber drivers. I'm pretty sure. So it's just a different time. That's all. It's no shot to them. It's just different. Different, 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 different. So, but yeah, man. Uh, I'm almost charged up. I got about 3, 4 minutes. So I'm about to go to the bathroom. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Oh, Mr. DSN, what's up, bro? What's up? What's up? Man, you and accounting talk, man, listen, y'all are legendary. Salute to you guys. Salute, salute, salute. Uh, but thank you for joining in. Yeah, y'all got any questions, comments, concerns? Like my Spanish teacher used to do, she used to be like, preguntas? No, I don't speak Spanish, so I'm sorry. But yeah, she used to just be like, preguntas? Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? She used to just walk in and be like, question. It was preguntas or something like that. I don't know. I know butchers that don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. But yeah, she used to do it all the time that I remember. Okay, let me put it to you like this. So since I don't speak Spanish, I don't remember exactly what she said because it was just like, um, no, it amounted to questions, comments, and concerns. She used to do it every class. Remember the pattern, if that makes sense. uh, um, yeah. So, Mr. DSN. So yeah, I can tell you real quick. Apparently, they got it figured out because nobody got deactivated. Well, when I say nobody, nobody's cars got deactivated. Um, I don't know. They Nobody has come out. Y'all know my standpoint. My standpoint is Uber has not come out directly and said, "Hey, you guys are good." Nobody has gotten the message. Nobody has gotten a message that said from Uber that said Drive Whip is good. Today, as yesterday, if you have a Drive Whip vehicle, you're still online. And then, yes, according to Drive Whip, everything is good. So yeah, that's the answer. So yeah, I was trying to be quick, man. I was trying to be quick. Ryan, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, sir. Virgolicious carrot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, I can't. It's one of those things. I'm not trying to knock it. I'm not trying to say anything. I just don't. All I want, personally, for my sanity, all I want is for Uber to say you're good. That's it. So they done told them out. They done say, hey, you got to this date, and if they say that, listen, I'm done. That's it. That's the last conversation you have. Hey, cool. I believe everything good. Drive Whip has been saying they good. You contact Drive Whip, yeah, we good. But again, it wasn't Drive Whip that told us the news. So that's the only standpoint that I have. But like I said, today, if you had a Drive Whip vehicle, everybody good. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so shout out to you. Shout out to you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, so because they haven't said it, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know more about it. I'm just yeah, yeah, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, I do recognize your name. That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, yeah, listen, like we almost family here, man. Just a little bit, just a little bit. We almost family here, so I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all more than you know. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a driver. I don't know. They don't talk to me. They're actually using my videos and my face to advertise. So, but they don't conversate with me. And so I don't know. It's kind of interesting. We have an interesting. Well, when I say we, uh, yeah. But hey, if things can change here soon, it might be some different. It might be a different conversation when I speak about drive whip. So there's some things on the horizon. Definitely some things on the horizon. It might be a very different conversation. So, but yeah. mm, Yeah, anybody else got any questions, comments? If you haven't subscribed, listen, hope I've earned your subscription. Yeah, it's trying to cover all the bases. If you like the mornings, like me, I like the mornings. I like to work the mornings. It's no traffic. Or maybe you like the evenings, you know what I'm saying? The evenings is fine. I don't really care for the evenings. Evening time, I want to be sleep. I want to be sleep. I want to be with my family. I want to be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Be doing what I want to be doing. I want to be a part of the crowd that's going out. In the mornings, it's cool. I'll be a part of the crowd that's working. But in the evenings, I want to work. I want to be having fun. Sleep. I mean, listen. Beauty sleep is all day. As much beauty sleep as I can get. I know. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it personally, because I'm just at a point in my life where I can. But that's the beautiful thing about being an Uber driver. And my market isn't your market. So, for me, these are the things that I'm seeing in my market, you know. Those, coffee recommendations. So I mean, honestly, I'm here at Wawa. My bad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My bad. I see when I flip the camera, I made a mistake and hit the button, hit the mute button. My bad. So what I was saying was I ain't really trying to promote them, but like Wawa is really like really a good place to get your coffee. I mean, I still go to Starbucks every now and then, but ever since I started learning about Wawa, it's hard. It's hard. So I would rank them Wawa, Starbucks, and then Dunkin' Donuts. But if you go into Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, my personal recommendation is that you use the app because those places be crazy packed. Use the app and just walk in there and get your coffee. I'm telling you, you will save so much time because those things it be packed. But yeah, Saul, what's up, bro? Good morning, good morning. I'm feeling Uber X Pan nowadays. Um, um, uh, I don't know. Fortunately, for like the last 6 months, I've only taken like maybe 3 or 4 Uber X rides. I'm gonna be honest. I really do comfort more than it. I mean, 99.9% of my rides these last 6 months has been comfort. Now, our season is about to get out, so in the next, let's see, yeah, I mean, it's starting to get slow. So our season is almost out. So I guess I'll be able to give you a better answer. Maybe like next week or next couple weeks. But as of right now, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not touching Uber X if I don't have to. So I can't answer that question. Oh shoot, look at Richie Hustles. Richie Hustles. Oh man, listen. The legend, the myth, the I don't know. Man, what's up, Richie? What's up, Richie? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sir for stopping by. The the I don't know, man. I gotta think of what I'm gonna call Richie because, like, Richie is definitely the goat. He is definitely the goat. Again, as always, shout him out. But like, if you are thinking about doing any type of making any type of extra money on the side, you got a couple little things. Richie is the man to see. You know what I'm saying? He'll teach you how to do the not just the little basic yard sales. Like he will teach you how to make some money. So shout out to Richie. Uh, Yes, sir. You say get your bag. Yes, sir. Hey, you know, try. I'm trying out here. Just trying to be like you, bro. um, so Omega says working 8 hours or 12 hours. What do I work now? During the season? We gonna say about 8 hours. We gonna say about 8 hours. It's really like 6 hours. I don't know. It's really it's less and less. I mean, okay, when you say working, like you got to clarify what do you describe as working? Do you mean when the app is on, or do you mean like when I'm physically taking people? I'm laughing because uh, this as I've told a lot of you guys, and I kind of talked about it in my 2 week $2,000 a week video. This season, this on season, I don't work as hard as I used to. Um, I more so sleep all day. Yeah, I don't work as hard as I used to. So yeah, it's hard for me to say I work about 8 hours. 'Cause my strategy this season has been to work to fish or get the longer rides. Again, like I said, it's all about your strategy. Either you work shorter rides and you get those and you knock them out, and you do a ton of rides, you're doing like 20, 30 rides a day, or you do the longer rides. And then, so in my case, I just shoot for $200 a day. Usually I can hit $200 a day with maybe two or three rides. But again, I'm waiting for those rides. I'm in the right places. I'm looking for them. I'm searching for them. So it's an opportunity cost. While I'm waiting, I'm not technically, in my opinion, I'm not working because I'm chilling. I'm chilling, I'm sleeping, I'm eating, I'm trading. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing everything but actually physically working. Is my app on? Yes. So that's why I tell everybody my app will say that I worked 80, 90, 100 hours. Oh, it don't really say 100 hours, but you get the point. My app will say whatever, but I'm not physically working the whole time. If I'm being honest. Whole time, my feet kicked up, I'm chilling. Like right now, my app is on, So this is the perfect example. I've been talking to y'all for about 50 minutes. My app is on and the rides are coming through. It's just not the rides that I want. So I'm filtering through the rides. And, you kind of see me point up at the screen and all of that. And because I'm declining the rides. Just so you know, my acceptance rating right now, it's funny, but it's like, so I used to know a guy named Omar. I'm pretty sure Omar would be proud of my acceptance rating right now. My acceptance rating is 4%. 4%. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, drive by old Omar. I'm pretty sure he would be proud of me because yeah, it's 4%. Well, no, he probably be like it should be zero. It should be one or something like that. Yeah. Then again, I got to remember who Omar is. Yeah, he would probably be like, nah, it's not 1%. Yeah, that's weak. So yeah, can you say a few of them always wondered what they pay for a Tesla on the low end? What when you're saying say a few of them, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the offers? Can you say a few of them always wondered what they pay for a Tesla on the low end? Um, yeah, what are you talking about? You're talking about Uber X rides? Um, so overall, the easiest way that I could tell you if you're willing to do the math is Uber X pays 90 cents per mile. So if it's, I don't know, if it's like you could see like $7 to go, I don't know, 21 miles. So it's hard. Well, I guess because I look at the time, so I'm trying to think of it in the mileage sense. So I'll just give you. So like yeah, you can get $7 for like 20 minutes, 22 minutes. You could get like $15 for about 35 minutes, 40 minutes, that type of thing. You get $20 for 45, 45, 50 minutes. Yeah, that's you get that's the way Uber X works. So it's about 90 cents a mile. And it's worse in terms of time. But I mean, it is the most popular option. And trust me, once our season is completely out, it will be doing Uber X. Hold on, guys, 1 second. Mm. All right, my bad. So I was still on the charger. Unfortunately, slash fortunately, one of the things that Tesla does to make sure that you're not just sitting in a charging stall. Don't get me wrong, there's nobody here. There's nobody here. So I'm gonna kind of chill out for a little bit, but and I'm in the shade. But yeah, so I had to unplug my charger because they charge an idle fee, and I ain't trying to pay no idle fees. So I said, Richie Hustles. I don't pay idle fees anymore. It's been about a year since I had to pay an idle fee. If he's still here, but yeah, for Premiere pricing, I don't know the math for Premiere. I don't get enough of them. Comfort, I do. Like I said, 99% of the rides that I do are comfort, so it's a little bit harder for me to tell you. If I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying. So, um, yeah, I don't. Our market is not a black market, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Well, when I say our market is not a black market, it's not a black market now. Um, Apparently, it will be a black market, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure that out when it comes. Our market is a premier market. Obviously, I drive a Tesla Model 3, so I get premier rides. I'm grandfathered in. But majority of my Premier rides they cancel, so I don't really get the benefit of Premier. So personally, I don't focus on Premier because they just gonna cancel. So I don't really get a. I used to get a ton of Premier rides, but nowadays, and then especially with all of the Tesla hate, I don't really get a ton of Premier rides. If I'm being honest, like I said, there's other people that do it. We got people in the group. They do it. I can't. So I don't know that down to a science like I do with Uber X. Uber X was what I did for like the last 4 years. So I can tell you, this year I started doing more comfort, and not turning on Uber X. And yeah, maybe next year I'll probably be in the standpoint of I don't even turn on those and I only do Premiere or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, as of right now, I can tell you easily Uber X rates are about 90 cents a mile, is what the rate card was around about. Like I said, we have upfront pricing here, so it's not exactly that. Yeah, so it's hard to give you a direct answer. It's hard because with upfront pricing, they fluctuate it based on what they want to do. When we used to have a rate card, it was direct. You knew every ride was coming in at 90 cents per mile or whatever. So it's hard to answer that question, if that makes sense. But I tried. I definitely tried. I hope that makes sense though. But yeah, it's like $7 for like 30 minutes, um, $10 for like, something like that. Yeah, I drove around in my areas, more paying DoorDash, Uber Eats on peak times, $30 to $40 an hour. You can do that. This is why a lot of YouTubers recommend that you drive in Surge. Um, yeah, so if you have a Surge attached, the Surge will get you the $30, $40 an hour. Personally, I don't. So I look at it from a standpoint of if you're watching my channel, usually my videos are more so geared to the people that don't have the privilege of picking and choosing the times that they work. It's like, nah, listen, I need to make money now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you got to make money right now, Uber X is amazing because you're gonna get a ton of rides, and it's not all you gotta do is put in the time. You're gonna make the money. That's kind of what my channel is geared to. But yeah, if you're talking about like peak times and all of that stuff, which I mean, I guess the title is what's the best time? The Uber morning time is the best time to make money. You can get about 30, 40 an hour. Um, it just depends on what time you're working, where you're working at, and what rides you're accepting as opposed to declining. In other words, it's about your strategy to get 30, $40 an hour. Does that make sense? Omega, is renting worth it? Is renting a car from Uber worth it? It depends. It depends. If you're talking about from Hertz, no, it doesn't matter. Well, I mean, I've heard that so let me just tell you, if you're talking about renting a Tesla specifically, no. Um, what happens is if you rent the Tesla, um, they charge you whatever they charge you for the weekly. So I think right now they got a promotion for $280 or two or three something, 315 or something like that. They then charge you either you pay for the insurance up front or they try to hit you on it back end if you should get in an accident. Um, yeah, so the insurance is like another $70 to your weekly rental. So if it's like 317, 315, whatever, you're gonna pay that $70. Now you're almost at $400 with insurance. And then they're gonna charge you another, fee on top of that. So yeah, you start in the basics, you already talking about 400, 450, somewhere around there. Then, you try to then what they do is with the Tesla specifically, they charge whatever you charge. So, with a regular car, non-electric car, you go to the gas station, you pay for it at the pump. With the Tesla, you use with the Tesla, you use you're at a charging station, which is what I'm at. So that is a charging station right there. So all I do is I just grab the little plug and I plug it into the car. So there's no real like I'm not using my debit card. I'm not really paying out of pocket or anything like that. It's charging to my profile. The problem is with the Tesla and Hertz, they have an account. So it's all of your charging, you don't pay for it individually, you pay for it at the end of the week. And if you know, um, yeah, Hertz doesn't exactly charge you exactly how much you charged for that week. They charge you whatever they want to charge you, and you have no way of disputing it. So yeah, I hope you see what I'm saying. They're gonna get you on the back end. And so no, it's not a good idea to rent from Hertz. I did it because at the time I had no other choice. But really soon here, I am, and that's why I promoted Drive Whip, which is the company that we were talking about earlier. Um, but their customer service sucks. So, yeah, right now, I am in the process of getting my own car. Um, yeah, I just got to make the move. I gotta just, So, is renting the car worth it? No, especially if you're doing it through Uber. I mean, if you're doing the Uber Hertz thing, because yeah, you'll be paying like $500-600 every week, especially if you don't know where to charge, what times to charge, all of that stuff. It's a learning process, and they charge you for fees and all of that stuff. So no, it's not worth it. If you're talking about through a company like Drive Whip, um, again, it's just lately they've been having insurance issues. Like I told Mr. DSN earlier, Uber has not come out and said that they are fine, but if you have a drive with vehicle, it hasn't been deactivated. So it's one of those things. I mean, if you talk to Drive Whip, they're saying that they're good. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I would recommend you to go through Drive Whip because nobody knows. It's just hard to say because yeah. If you're talking about with Avis, Avis is fine. I would say get the Mustang. The Mustang qualifies for the top tiers. Um, yeah, or get a regular vehicle. So the Malibu. I forget what else they got. The Malibu. They got other cars, but yeah, a regular vehicle is fine. But remember, you're gonna be paying like $300-400 a week. So if you're able to do that, if that's comfortable for you, if you're able to afford it, then sure, yeah, do it. But do remember that they will charge you for any little thing if you don't have the insurance. So that's the thing about renting. If you rent a vehicle, make sure that you keep that car in pristine condition. Pristine condition. Because every little dent, every little nick, every little, chip, they will charge you. But I personally prefer it because it takes the burden off of you should an accident happen. It's not when accidents happen, it's not if accidents happen, it's when accidents happen. Does that make sense? For what we do, because I look at it from the standpoint of if you're putting 40, 50 hours a week on the road, an accident is more likely to happen. You just gotta call a spade a spade. Again, if this is your full-time job, if this is something that you're trying to make money from, you have to. I look at it from the standpoint of an accident is more likely to happen than it was when you were just going to work. You know, you just literally get in the car, go to work, and your car's parked all day. And then you get in the car and come home. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not on the road as much. On the flip side, as a professional, I say that word, don't beat me up. As someone that's paid to drive people around, you're on the road a lot more. So for me, it made more sense to put that burden on the rental car company should something happen than me. Also, rental car companies will pay for your maintenance. So for me, I didn't want to have to pay for the maintenance because a lot of you guys talk about the maintenance. The rental car, when you rent a car, you're paying for that upfront. That's why rental car prices are so expensive. I just wanted to be able to have their car and do what I needed to do. And listen, if I get tired of it, I take it back. Listen, that's your car. You know what I'm saying? That was my point of view. But that's not for everybody. So I hope I answered your question by using my own experiences. I hope that answers. Yeah, you need ride share insurance if you do with your own vehicle. Absolutely. Absolutely. And ride share insurance, the endorsement is going to make your policy times three. Because what happens with rideshare people, we get into the accents. What happens with normal people, you normally you don't really drive that much. I mean, if you're being honest, so your insurance can be fairly low. But when you do rideshare, it's like you're almost guaranteed to get in an accident. I'm just saying, this is because that's the profession. It's just like if you were in construction, you're almost guaranteed to have an accident. That's why doctors have different types of insurance because you're almost guaranteed to make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Lawyers have insurance. I'm a life insurance agent. I have to have insurance. Real estate agents have to have insurance. You get what I'm saying? It's just a part of the job. Mistakes happen, and obviously you're on the road. You could be tired. Reaction. You got to deal with other people. It happens. um, that's why we pay for insurance. But just understand that if you have it on your personal vehicle, it's going to be more expensive than whatever it is currently. For me, when I had it on my personal, well, I didn't do it. Wanna should have did it. But I remember like when I got the quote on it, it was like 3 times more expensive. I forget what I was paying. I think I was paying like $300. But if I would have put the endorsement on, I would have been paying like $600-700 a month for it. I don't remember exactly because it's been a while, but yeah, it was something like that. Again, I live in Miami, so I'm in South Florida. So it's also about the area that you live in, the area that you work in. You know, South Florida is known for hit and run accidents. We are the place, the go-to place for hit and runs. So my insurance is going to be way more expensive than your insurance, if that makes sense. Already, just on the basic sense, and then you throw in the fact that I'm doing rideshare. Oh yeah, just so again, these are things that you have to think about. So for me, renting was more beneficial because I didn't have to worry about the insurance. That that's technically covered by the rental car company. Yeah, but if you go through Hertz, you do have to pay an extra fee for their insurance. If you don't, then they charge you $1,000 deductible, and yeah, it's not fun. Yeah, so you say you got a 2024 Honda Elantra. I'm doing some of this to offset the payment. I mean, and the other thing that a lot of people like to tell me is that you're putting miles on your car. So obviously you're depreciating your car way faster by doing a rideshare job. Does that make sense? You're depreciating your car because you're putting miles on the car because that's the job. You make money when you put miles on the car. So if you're trying to make a lot of money, you're gonna put a lot of miles on the car. And so is that it's up to you. It's up to you. I looked at it when I did have my personal car. I looked at it as it's just I want to make money. um, I didn't care about depreciation. I didn't care. I really because I just looked at it from the standpoint of at that point I'm not really trying to sell this car. Like I'm not trying to trade it in, or I'm not trying to get a ton of value out of the car. I'm really just trying to make as much money as I can so that the next car I can just buy it. That was my strategy with my personal vehicle. But now on the flip side, I've put almost 100,000 miles on this car. This car that I have now, but it's through the rental car company. I don't care about those miles because it ain't my car. When I return this car, that's their car. They care about the miles. I don't care about the miles. Hey, I do a lot of driving. You think again, as I said, I look for longer rides. I want to make my money for the day in one ride. If you could tell, if I could get a $200 ride right now, I'm gonna end this live stream and I'm gonna do the $200 ride. $200 for 3 hours, I'm doing it. No questions asked. But that's my strategy. I love those types of rides. Remember, I'm in a Tesla, self-driving. It's a breeze. I want one passenger, not 15. That's just how I look at it. And then the tip on that $200 ride, oh my gosh, probably be a $30-40 tip. So I'm really at 300, almost at 300. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. One passenger that I'm going to smooth, I'm going to have the conversation with, I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to work and hopefully get a tip out of this person. because it's a 2, 3 hour ride. You better believe we gonna talk. I'm going through all of my bag of tricks. Oh yeah, you like the Tesla? You know what I'm saying? I'm going through all of my bag of tricks because I want a tip. But if I got one passenger, I can do all of that. You know that's very tiring to do if you got like 15 passengers. You know, and usually if somebody's paying that type of money for a ride, for me, they're in a better mood. 'Cause they're not trying to penny pinch you. I said it's my strategy. I get it. Do I do a lot of miles? Yes, but that's okay. That's all good. That's my strategy. I got a $50 tip that blew me away for a 35-minute ride. Exactly. I get $50 tips all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, but look, I'm working for it. I'm talking, I'm communicating, I'm doing a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying. Um, you say you work from home, so I can bring my laptop. Tesla was an option for me, but payments were too high. Like I said, I'm not saying that you have to get a Tesla. I'm saying that for me, the Tesla was the best vehicle. Does that make sense? Um, yeah, the Tesla was the best vehicle for me. I valued having a Tesla. I value and valued having a Tesla more than anything because it's just convenient. Once you get used to a Tesla, it's really hard to go to a normal vehicle, a non-electric vehicle. It's hard to go back to a non-electric vehicle because of all of the conveniences, you know. For example, you when you get in the car, you gotta shift the car into drive. I mean, you gotta shift the ignition on. When I get into the car is already on. I don't think about that. When you come to a red light, your foot is on the brake. When I come to a red light, I just took my foot off the gas. You get what I'm saying? Like it's little small things like that that once you get used to, I'm not saying that I can't because I still drive non-electric vehicles. This weekend, actually, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta have a conversation. But yeah, I'm probably not going to this weekend. I'm probably gonna have a non-electric vehicle. I'm thinking about renting one to drive. I'm thinking about driving out of Florida, doing a road trip. So I don't know. That's gonna be a fun time. But I won't have an electric vehicle at that point. Um, I'm not saying that you can't. It's just it's weird. It's gonna feel weird. Like it feels weird when I have to physically drive. I know that sound, again, I hear how that sounds as I said it out of my mouth. It's just when you get used to the Tesla, when you get used to the conveniences of a Tesla, it's really hard to let those things go. For me, I look at this vehicle as my work vehicle. Um, in the profession that I am in, my biggest tool is my work vehicle. For me, that's how I look at it. So if this is my biggest tool, then you want to get as comfortable with your tool as possible. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my tool, I love my tool. If that I don't know. That is, yeah. But if that makes sense, I hope it did because it just sounds weird. But yeah, like with an electrician, or a plumber or something like that. Maybe it's a hammer. They get really used to using the hammer. Maybe it's a screwdriver. What the case is, like for us as drivers, it's your vehicle. Your vehicle is your biggest tool. Do I offer any snacks or water bottles? I'm looking for those tips. I do not. Personally, I do not. That is not something that I do. I don't offer that type of stuff because when I did, it just created more trash. It just didn't make sense to me. Like, why am I giving these people stuff that they're gonna leave on the ground? You know what I'm saying? Why am I giving them more trash to leave in my car? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like people to eat in my car. So why would I give them snacks so that they can eat in my car and then leave it all over the seats? So yeah, for me, that's not how I get tips. I get tips by having a conversation. So personally, so like when you first get in my car, I'm going to try to break the ice. And I'm gauging whether or not you want to talk to me. You want to talk to me? Cool. If you don't want to talk to me, cool. I got it. I always have my headphones in my ear, as you guys can see. So when I say I have my headphones in my ear, what I'm saying is I can have a podcast running in my ear, no problem. I pay for YouTube Premium. I think you guys should too, because it's are crazy. So I pay for YouTube Premium. The good thing about YouTube Premium is that the video plays in the background. So I could be on this screen, I could be on that screen. I don't have to worry about the video stopping. YouTube is gonna get their money. So for me, I could have, and then I also pay for Audible. I love, personally, I love audiobooks. Love to learn, in other words. So all day I could be listening to podcasts. I really don't want to talk to people when they get in my car. So when they first get in the car, I'm gauging whether they want to talk to me. I'm cool either way. You get those. A lot of people want to have that conversation. So when they get in the car, I'm having that conversation. Oh, long day. Oh, you here for vacation or pleasure? I might make a little slight joke, really funny. I'm trying to joke. And that's not my personality. You know what I'm saying? I laugh at my own jokes, but I don't really tell a lot of jokes. In other words, um, yeah. So like, hey, long day or the beginning of your day. You know what I'm saying? You here for vacation or pleasure? Just little things like that. Oh yeah, I just got in town, or oh yeah, yeah, I'm here. Oh, so are you a local, or you're one of the people that's raising our rent? I say things like that. You know, or I just use the little basic things of, okay, when they first get in the car, hey, just to make sure that you're comfortable, how's the temperature? I got the temperature on 68 degrees. Is that cold? Is that warm for you? Yeah, yeah, the temperature's fine. Okay, cool. I just have the radio station on pop radio. It's 97.3. Is that fine? Do you want to hear something different? Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I do have people that be like, "Oh, can you play jazz? Can you do this?" Yeah, I have Spotify. I can play it. Or I mean, I kind of know I know the jazz stations too. I have them like all programmed. And so I'll play jazz, I'll play rock, I'll play whatever they want if they ask. Um, I do that stuff. So that's an icebreaker. I'm breaking the ice. I'm showing them that I'm friendly, and yeah, they start talking. Usually, but unfortunately slash fortunately, everybody wants to know about the car. So that's where the conversation usually goes. If they're gonna talk to me, they're gonna talk to me about the car. "Oh, so how long have you had it? Do you like your car?" "Oh my gosh, yeah, I can see that this will be profitable for what you do. But do you find are there chargers everywhere, or do you just charge it at your house?" Or you get the same questions all the time. It's okay. It's okay. I know I'm getting the questions. I answer the questions, but I get the same questions. And now that they're talking, they're in a good mood. I try to shift the conversation out of talking about Tesla, and I try to talk about something else. Maybe they told me that they're in town. Oh, okay, so do you have, is your schedule all full, or are you still looking for recommendations? If they are, I turn into a tour guide. These are all little things that I'm doing on that ride, which is why I say I prefer a longer ride, because I can get into more topics. I can get more conversation out of them. They can be really comfortable with me. That's why a lot of times when they get out, people feel like I'm their best friend. And it's like, yeah, no, I know you. Hey, they be calling me Nick. Like, hey, so Nick, can you just pull up over here in the driveway? Sure, no problem. Like they feel like I'm their best friend, which I'm not saying that I'm like ingenuous, but it's just like I don't know if you remember, but I don't know you. I mean, about, I know about you now, but I still don't, you know, whatever. So yeah, little stuff like that I'm doing throughout the trip. So for me, that's why I prefer a longer trip, because I have more time to have those conversations. You know. I have more time to kind of talk. I have more time to kind of get into the flow of things, talk about their life. A lot of people like to talk about, it's funny. People like to just dump something they got going on me as the driver. So one of the biggest reasons why I don't do late night shifts is because, yeah, I used to get a lot of, um, I don't really want to put people out, but like I used to get a lot of people that would get in the car and it's like they just left. They did that walk of shame, and now they get in the car and then they want to tell me about how their husband is back home, and it's like, okay, thanks. I don't care. Like okay, no judge. I mean, I've already judged you, so yeah, it's too late. Uh, yeah, like, but they just get in. I should have did this. I knew I should have stayed home and all of this stuff. It's like, but you did it. Hope you had a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, this is this type of stuff that I'm doing in the car. Like, I'm having conversations, full conversations with people, and that's how you get the tips. That's how I get the $50 tips, the $20 tips, the $30 tips, because it's those conversations in between that they remember me. And it doesn't always happen immediately, but when they get back, maybe they were drunk that night, they sleep it off or whatever, and they wake up. Oh yeah, that Uber driver, yeah. But it's gonna ping them when they go to order another ride. Oh yeah, that Uber driver, he was so nice. Let me just give him $20. Oh yeah, he was my friend. Let me give him $30. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens. I do that more times during the day. But for me and my strategy, I don't want to do that to 15 people. 15 people, I take a lot of that on. I ain't trying to do all of that. Like, what I mean is, like, that's a lot of conversating to do. And yeah, I'm not Dr. Phil. I don't want to talk to that many people. But at the end of the day, like if I do 15 people, it's kind of at the point where like that 13th, 14th person, I'm just like, I'm kind of like how they are in the morning. Do you like your car? Because I'm tired at that point. But yeah, if I got one person, two people, three people, yeah, whatever. I can do all of that. I can have those conversations. I can go fully into it and all of that stuff. Said, I don't care what they got going on. I care about getting them from point A to point B safely so they can get out of my car so I can get paid. But, in that moment, I'm having a conversation. I'm a human. So yeah, that's how I get my tips. It's not through the snacks, it's not through the karaoke stuff and all of that. I get it. And that's what you gotta do. Don't worry about it. That's what you do. As long as you make your money. Yeah. So Big K says I broke my drive shaft pulling a bolt for a rideshare customer. Now I need a rental. I mean, listen, um, that's what's up. I mean, I hope they paid you for it. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. What I can say is if you had a rental car, then you just return that rental car. You find a way to hide it and you return that rental car. I mean, that's what people do. But this is what I rent, because doing stuff like that and something happens, it's your responsibility to fix it. To do stuff like that and something happens in a rental car, hey, I don't know what the hell going on with your car. Um, it's just not working, man. And then you come to the office, man. What's going on with your car? Oh, what does it look like? I don't know. Like, can you drive it? Like, it's just crazy. No, it's just pulling to the left. But can I get another car? It ain't my problem. Ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't my problem. Hey, y'all fix that. Why would you give me a car like this? It's just can I get another car? And guess what? They have to give you another car. But that's, again, you're paying more up front. And a lot of people say when you rent a car and you rent a car for as long as I have, you're basically paying for a car. So either way, you're gonna pay. You just would rather pay up front, if that makes sense. You know. I would rather pay up front and not have to worry about it on the back end. If you want to worry about it on the back end, that's up to you. 'Cause I look at it like my time is most important. The time that it's going to take for that car to get fixed is a problem when it's yours because that's your time. You can't work while that car is being fixed. As opposed to me, it can work. And y'all need to give me another car. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And it has to because you're paying for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. But yeah, that's smart. I was thinking playing some country music in the background for them. So yeah, I used to do the little jazz thing. Um I used to play like the little classical music or jazz and I'll have the volume low. So when they got in the car, they hear the jazz music going, it kind of calms them down. When I worked the evening shift, that's what I used to do. I used to do it a lot so that they could calm down because they be so excited. Guys get in the car and they want to yell and scream at their phone. Women get in the car and they want to kind of cackle and all that stuff. And it's like, just calm down, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I used to do that all the time. But, I mean, now I don't really do it, but yeah, I used to do it all the time. That's why I'm saying I know the jazz radio stations off the top of my head, and then I have Spotify, so I can just play jazz, off the whim. Um, but yeah, you're a therapist, friend, everything. Exactly. Everything during from when I'm taking you from point A to point B, I am all of the above. Now, once I get to point B, it's like, yeah, okay, well, you have a good day. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah. Okay, well, you have a good day. It's time to go. Sorry. It's time to go. I got stuff I need to do. But during that trip, oh yeah, listen, I'm the therapist. You want to talk? Let's talk. I'm there because you got me. Now that's one of the biggest reasons why I get my tips and all of that stuff. But once I'm at your house, hey, listen, it's time to go. Nice, nasty, like no, not really nasty. I won't really say nasty, but I'm a little bit more authoritative in that sense. Like, hey, oh yeah, I just got a trip. Okay, yeah, well, listen, James, you have a good day, or hey, Bob, you have a good day. At that point, the job is done. Ain't no more communication. Hey, hey, can I get your number? Yeah, I got a number I'll give you. I don't give out my personal number, obviously. I'm real quick. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take my number. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. I'm calling you. I'm calling you. I'm calling you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Listen, I'm good. This was a great conversation. Yeah, yeah, it was an awesome conversation, man. Oh my God. Yeah. I'll talk to you later, though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, it's time to make money, man. You gotta go. You holding me up right now. Yeah, I do all of that stuff in the car, but that's why I prefer longer trips because you have better conversations in that sense. Shorter trips, you don't really have a time to conversate. It's more like, hey, get in, get out. People don't be standing outside nowadays, so it's like they get in the car, you waiting like 5, 6 minutes for them to get in the car, then you take them. You waited longer for them to get in the car than the actual trip took. It's like I don't know. I feel disrespected at that point. So my mood is a little different. Like it's a 6 minute trip, but it took you 5, 10 minutes to get in the car. Like I feel disrespected. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I honestly want to slap you. Can I be honest? I mean, I don't say that. I'm not trying to, I'm not gonna put my hands on any passenger. But it's the thought. It's a different type of thought. But y'all know these passengers don't come right out. You be sitting there, or they'll send you a message and be like, "Where are you?" Man, I'm back the damn pin. Look at your app. You looked at me on your app, and then you said, "Where am I?" What are you talking about? I'm the only Tesla in front of your house. You want to talk about where am I? Where am I? Where are you? Well, I'm coming. You should have been out. What are you? Oh boy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but this is what you go through. So I prefer a longer ride because those shorter rides, it's like, yo, I honestly be feeling like it's like this. Just kind of I get my feelings sometimes. So with those shorter rides, I don't ask all of the same questions. It's like I'm more so growling at them, in my mind. And yeah, don't ask me all of these questions, and it's only 6 minute ride. Do you like your Tesla? Yeah. Okay. How long have you had it? Yeah, a couple months. Okay. Well, are there charging stations? Yeah. Like, yeah, you made me wait for like 6 minutes. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm just trying to get you out of my car. At that point, y'all know. Yeah, look, I'm not the only person that go through this. Y'all know it be like that. Y'all know how it go. They love to be like, "Where are you?" Ma'am, you got my license plate, you got the color of my car, you got my picture. You telling me you don't see me in front of your house? Mm. Them short trips, man. I listen. I be ready to fight. I be ready to fight. So for me, my strategy, I don't. Nah, I don't like short trips. I do them because quests and stuff like that. But I don't really care for the short trips. I'm gonna be honest. Short trips ain't for me. Cause it's just like, yo, what? You just tried me. You know, it's just like, why? Why? But yeah, so you say Uber Pro, Diamond, and Platinum. Does that really matter? Um, I don't know. Does it really matter? It's up to you. And that's the best answer I can give you. When you look at the Uber Pro, when you look at the Diamond category or you look at the Platinum category, if there's something on there that you care about, then yeah, it matters. So like there's Rosetta Stone on there. Um, forget what it is. You get the free towing from Urgently. Um, yeah, the free towing from Urgently. I think there's a Costco membership on there. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at this stuff. It's yeah, I mean, if you get your car services, we'll say now one of the hidden things on there is that car services you get a discount. So I used to use them to book my car services. Like I forget, is it Car Advisors? Car Wise. Going through Car Wise does save you a lot of money on your maintenance. So like when I say maintenance, so like I remember I hit a puddle and it broke my AC. So I had to go to MCO. Well, I didn't have to. I chose to go to MCO to get the services done. Um, but one of the perks of being like a pro diamond or whatever is you get you get a discount on your car services. And so what I did was I used their advisors to just kind of double check the work. So, like these mechanics and stuff, they'll add in stuff and all of that. So what I was doing was I was double checking the work through I think it's CarWise. I was double checking the work with their advisors, and I was having that conversation with them, like, hey, so they're telling me that they got to change these three chords and all of this stuff. Is that actually legitimate? And they'll be like, yeah, 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 this, that, and third, and it's like, so I did appreciate that, but you don't have to be a diamond driver for that. So I mean, it's kind of like if you find something that's useful to you, like before that, before when I actually cared about the cars, I used to, if I had a situation like a flat tire, I would get my car towed. I would get my car towed, and I used to use urgently. Now, again, urgently takes forever, but that's how I used to get the car towed. Um, it'll take like 5, 6 hours, but it's a free tow. So yeah, I used to do stuff like that, or if I was trying to learn Spanish, which lost cause. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a lost cause at this point because yeah, yeah. I mean, shout out to my homeboy Shaw. He my homeboy kind of gave me some resources to learn Spanish, but I'm just at a point where it's like, yo, I ain't really, hey, yeah, listen, yeah, yeah. I'm not, yeah, I don't know Spanish. Just gonna be real. Like I said, but he gave me some resources, so I need to start looking it up, start getting back active with that. But yeah, so yeah, I don't speak Spanish. But yeah, so Rosetta Stone isn't that is I don't care about Rosetta Stone. But yeah, you look at the perks. If you see something in there that's actually worth it to you, then yeah, okay, it's worth it to you. Overall, though, I don't. There's nothing valuable there. So you're wasting your time accepting all of these rides, and it's like, um, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. People got jokes this morning. This is hilarious. What was I talking about? Yeah, so Uber Pro Diamond, and it's just not worth it. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just not worth it for me. But if you trying to learn the what is it, the college thing, the ASU thing, you can get a full tuition from ASU. That Uber pays for it. So, it's definitely it's definitely an option. So, if that's worth it, I already been to college. I'm not trying to go back. Yeah, it's not worth it for me, but if it's a free option. You can do online schooling, that type of thing. I've heard people come up off of these things. Like I said, if you were like serious about learning a language, Rosetta Stone is pretty good, from what I've heard. I don't know because I ain't. But like if you're serious about this stuff, then yeah, like I said, I have used the urgently services. I used to use it my whole first couple years. I used it continuously. You get four free tolls, or it's four free services. So it's either tow, it's a jump start, it's patching the tire, or a lockout. I think it's lockout. No, don't quote me on that. But you get four free uses a year, if I remember correctly. I used to use it all the time. It's just it takes forever for them to get there. Um, Y'all think we paid pretty bad on Trip Radar? It's the same thing for the tow trucks. And so they come out, it's basically the same thing. They get trip radared, and they have to accept it. And so, problem with urgently is they be trying to ask you for cash and ask you to pay them directly and stuff, which is what we do. But it's like, hey, listen, man, I ain't got no money. So it's just, yeah. But I mean, like I said, so is the Uber Pro Diamond and Platinum, does that matter? It matters if you care about those services. Outside of that, no, it doesn't. In my opinion, it doesn't change the offers that you get. Only your location and the timing changes the offers that you get. It's not going to give you better offers. It just, do you get to talk to better customer support? No, customer support sucks regardless. There are all of these companies are using chatbots. So whether you're a diamond driver, a platinum driver or not, you're still going to talk to a chatbot. Yeah. So it's like, is it worth it? No. I mean, again, like I said, I can't speak for everybody. I'm sorry. For me, it's not worth it because it's like there's nothing on there that's like that serious. Nothing on there that's that serious. um, okay, so I see, sir. Ma'am. uh, that's awesome. uh, well, that's awesome. Exactly, TR. Exactly. Once you go Tesla, you never go back. Oh man, that's a really good point. It's hard. It's just hard to, what I'm saying, like, it's just, y'all, you don't like, it's not like, I'm not saying, when I say you don't understand, it's not me saying like, oh man, I'm so much better than you. It's just there's conveniences that you get used to that you just don't have in regular cars. And the funny thing is, these cars are cheap. Like, listen, I'll be honest with you. Can I level with you guys? You get one of these cars for about 20 grand right now. Can I just level with you? 20 grand? 20 grand. This is okay. I know. Yeah. Just forget the sizing, forget all of that stuff. You're telling me I could get a car that has this many features for 20 grand? and nobody wants them. It's just funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. 20 grand? But because of the way my credit is set up, I gotta work it out. I gotta figure it out because right now I got for me to get a 20 grand car, I gotta put down a down payment of like 5 grand. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. So listen, the other message I guess I could say is gotta have good credit. You gotta have good credit, but yeah, man. You say lots of Suburbans and Escalades, yeah, and that's what we were talking about earlier. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Uh, who was saying that? Yeah, TR was talking about that earlier. Our market is full of Suburbans. Our market is full of Escalades. Because our market is an SUV market down here in South Florida. So you want to kill it down here, you get an SUV, get a Suburban, you're going to kill it. So, like how I always say, like, today isn't really the day. This isn't really the time where you just turn on your app and you're going to make money. I'm saying that as a regular driver. But if you have a Suburban, yeah, I mean, I guess you'll make money. But your costs are so much higher. Your gas costs, your maintenance costs. But yeah, I guess you turn on the app and you make money. Your rides are paying a lot better. So yeah, I guess you make money. It's just that when y'all talk about me with the maintenance and the depreciation and the taxes and all of that stuff that y'all go through, and it's like, yeah, on paper you made $30, but really you made $2. It's like that type of stuff. You really are like, if you got to escalate, it's even worse. Because you know what I'm saying. I mean, if you got a Suburban, what those things get, what, 16 miles to a gallon? I don't know. I've never driven one. I can say, well, I have driven one, but like I've never like owned one. I've never yeah, I've never like been like that. I've never had it like that. Cause I don't like big vehicles. I like smaller vehicles. I'm a motorcycle driver at heart. I love motorcycles. So I want small maneuverability. That's what I prefer. Small maneuverability, agility. I'm that type of guy. Because I want to weave the traffic. I don't want to be the traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. I don't want to take up so much space that it's like, oh, yeah, nah. I want to get in and get out. Get in and get out. So I prefer smaller vehicles. But yeah, them Suburbans, that's all over our market. All over our market. So I guess they make money, but they also have a hell of a lot more expenses. Compared to me as a Tesla, where, like I said, I put 100,000 miles on this car, and only thing that's done is only thing that's been done is the tires. And y'all seen it. I blew the tire. So it's like, it ain't even like it was bad. Well, no. I will say the tires were bad. I do gotta, yeah. The tires were really bad, actually. That's why I blew on contact, but whatever. um, are you a Harley kind of guy or a super bike, like a tryout or something? Uh, uh, I don't know how I should answer this. uh, no, I am not a Harley guy. I think I've said it on a live stream before. Yeah, I prefer. So I have a Honda. I'm a Honda guy. I got a CBR. I'm a sports guy. I'm a sports bike kind of guy. I'm still in my sports bike phase. Like I said, I want to weave in and out of traffic. On those Harleys, yeah, listen, you can't really weave. Ain't no real weave. I mean, yeah, you can weave, but you can't really you ain't really weaving. Like them things so big. They're fast, but it's just, I'm still in my sports bike phase. I wanna go. I wanna go. That's all I can say. I wanna go. Yeah. So yeah, I have a CBR, not a Triumph. Yeah. No. And so I understand. Like as I get older, I'm probably it's like when I have more stuff to lose, all of that. Like if I could get a family, if I have kids, that type of thing, I know that I'm gonna have to make those decisions and like change over to a Harley. But I'm gonna do it begrudgingly, if that makes sense. Very begrudgingly, cause like, yeah, listen, I like to move. I like to, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, everybody tells me I'm an organ donor. It's like, okay, thanks. You know, I appreciate that. No, oh, you ride a motorcycle? Oh, you ride those crotch rockets. You ride those crotch rockets, huh? You know, my friend, cousin, brother, there's always some type of story about how the friend, somebody that they knew, yeah, you know, my friend, cousin, brother, he got scraped off the side of the asphalt. Like, bro, okay, why is this where you want to go with this conversation? Well, you know, it's just I know my sister, my sister grandma cousin. I know her. She yeah. They had to scrape her too off. Like, bro, why are you going to the worst possible situation? I'm sorry to hear that, but like, damn. Yeah, usually when I tell people I ride motorcycles and I say I ride a crotch rocket, it's always some story about how, you know, unfortunately somebody got into an accident and they're never the same, or they died or something like that. It's always super negative. It's always super negative. It's like, yo, like, damn, why do we have to go there? Like, okay. Like, I mean, it's almost like instantaneous. Like, realistically, it's almost instantaneous. I would say about a good 90% of the time when I tell somebody I ride a motorcycle, oh, you know, my brother, he you know, he fell off and now he got road rash and all of this. I mean, I get it, you know, I get it. But yeah, it always goes to that. It always goes to that. So that's why I was saying it like that. That's why I was saying it like that, Mr. DSN, because I didn't know how you were gonna come. um, if I could, I love one of those BMW bikes with the with the hard square saddle packs and stuff. Yeah, I mean that's nice. So that's like more of a cruiser. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean you chilling. Honestly, like I would like one of those to like do longer trips. Cause I'm gonna be honest, like I like to drive long distances, but you know it does hurt my back. I'm not gonna lie, like it does hurt my back. Cause I'm on a sports bike and I'm kind of like, you know, it's all about speed and I'm crotched up and I'm, you know, yeah. So those bikes are awesome for like the longer trips, and I think you just cruising, you know, you just cruising. I love those. I do love those. Um, Yeah. So down here, the reason why I got my bike, obviously I love speed, but like I got my bike because of the traffic. The traffic is crazy. Traffic is crazy down here. Yeah, so I needed a way to get around the traffic. And having my bike, you know, you kind of maneuver. Oh wow, look at that. InDrive. Oh man, I can't show you guys InDrive. Ah, look at that InDrive. I haven't seen InDrive in oh yeah, I haven't seen InDrive in a while. Yeah, I think they left our market. Unfortunately, well, I mean, I know that they left our market, but it's just kind of unfortunate. Kind of unfortunate. I liked InDrive. I really did like InDrive. Um, but yeah, I've been chatting with y'all, and I think I might be in trouble. So I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. But listen, like I said, I love you guys. If you need anything, let me know in the comments. As always, I do have a video that was supposed to drop last night, so I'll probably drop it at like 12. Yeah, I know connection issues. It uploaded, but it took forever to upload. I was trying to upload that video at like 7 o'clock last night, and it didn't upload until like 2 o'clock this morning. So it's just whatever. So I got a video from yesterday that I'll probably put out at 12. I don't know. I don't know if I'll put out another video tonight. Um, but yeah, I got a video coming out at 12, and that's just on navigation. So pretty cool video. You know, just trying to give advice. You know, that type of thing. So if you can check it out, you'll probably see that notification here in a couple hours. But other than that, I'm out of here. But yeah, I'm out of here. I gotta try to get out of the doghouse. So, all right, guys. See you later. I hope you all have a great day. And again, I love you guys. Bye.